Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode we upgraded our weapons, and I gave you guys a short tutorial on how to upgrade your weapons effectively. And also we upgraded some accessories before that, so let me just show you guys how to get set up here. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you guys the grind spot for CP. And a couple episodes earlier I mentioned that the Behemoth King will be our grind target right next to the save point at the beginning of the Archlight Steep, at the beginning of the Central Expanse area. Alright, so now that we've done our weapons upgrades and we got some new accessories up, we should be able to take this guy down in one stagger. So go ahead and spend any CP that you have saved up to make you stronger. Now, after you get the ATB level on each character's Crystarium grid, increasing the ATB gauge to 5 with everybody except Vanille because she don't have her summon yet. But once you get that ATB level up, the next thing you want to look at is the next accessory level up. So your characters can learn 3 accessories or another accessory slot. So the way to see where it's at is just go down the list of roles, and at the very bottom you should see accessory, and it should say 0 out of 1. So for Lightning it's under her Ravager role. So we're going to go ahead and progress her far enough down her Ravager role so that she can learn the accessory. And where's it at? It's over here. I don't know if I'll have enough for it, but hopefully I do. I've stacked up 131,000 points with everyone, Crystarium points. So first of all, we're going to work on Lightning. After you get her ATB level, progress her down her Ravager role so that she can learn the accessory. We might have enough. Yes, we got it. Alright, so Lightning can learn the accessory. If you can gather enough CP, go ahead and get that as soon as possible. Now let's work on Vanille. Again, since she already has her ATB level, we're going to get her next accessory, which is down her Medic role. Now also, it's very important to progress Vanille down her Medic role, because she learns the very important skill Karasa. So now that you're starting to get a couple thousand HP, Vanille's up to 3,000 HP, and all your other characters are above 3,000 HP, you're going to need a healing spell stronger than Cure and Cura. So Curasa restores HP to target proportional to amount of damage target has taken. So this is a very useful cure spell, and it's going to be the cure of choice from now on. Once you've got Curasa, make sure you continue on down her Medic role. And we should be able to get the accessory coming up. Alright, so now that we learned the accessory, Vanille can equip 3 accessories. Now, I highly suggest to go ahead and max out Vanille's Medic role as soon as possible, because she learns at the end Cura, which is like Cura but Curasa combined. So it's like Curasa that cures all your party members with Cura. So yeah, that's the best healing spell that you got to offer for now. But I don't think we'll be able to get over to it. Nah, we ain't gonna be able to. That's all we can do, but we did progress her Medic role pretty far. She learned 3 accessories. It's perfect. Moving on to Fang. Now her next accessory is down her Sentinel role. So let's start progressing down her Sentinel role. Also, she'll learn a lot of Strength plus 20, which will definitely help you guys out in defeating the Behemoth King, because it's all about strength. And here's 3 more strength plus 20s. Bunch of HP, so that's good. And that's all we can do. We're just short of her accessory. So with a little bit of grinding at this spot, you should be able to get it very soon. Now, you don't have to max out your other characters, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyways. Let's go ahead and progress Saz down his commando role. You want everyone to have the third accessory crystal. That way, you can have 3 accessories equipped to each character. It's very useful. So I suggest to get it as soon as possible. Alright, so Saz learned his accessory. Now Snow needs to go down his Ravager roll. Alright, and that's all we can do for Snow. Finally, let's work on Hope. So Hope's accessory can be found down his medic roll. And he'll learn it really early down the medic roll, so you should be able to get it for Hope. And that's all we can do for now. Alright, so after we spin up all of our Crystarium points, our character should be a little bit stronger now. Now let's talk about the correct equipment. So on the last episode, I upgraded weapons, and on the episode before that, I upgraded 2 accessories for Lightning. So as you can see, Lightning has the Aurora Scarf and the Sprint Shoes. Now what the Aurora Scarf does is it gives you a full ATB gauge prior to battle. So as soon as the battle starts, Lightning will already have a full ATB gauge and can use all of her attacks before the enemy can even strike. Then we have Sprint Shoes, which cast haste at the start of battle, so it's like auto haste. Really useful. If you guys want to know how to get these accessories, watch 2 episodes back. And I think the name of it is Upgrading Accessories. Alright. So now that we can equip 3 accessories, let's go ahead and put the Did I equip it to someone else? No. Alright, so let me find it. Here it is, the Platinum Bangle, which will increase your HP by 400. And for Vanille, you can go ahead and equip the Shaman's Mark, bringing Vanille's magic up to 981. Now, if you're wondering how her magic is that high, It's because we upgraded her Marlboro wand to its level 2 form, and then we maxed out the level. So again, if you're wondering how to do that, check back on the last episode, upgrading weapons. And we can keep Fang with the same equipment that she has. Now finally, and most importantly, let's talk about the paradigms. Alright, so you're gonna want to be strong enough to kill this guy in one stagger, and you want to be able to do it very quickly so that it doesn't take you forever to kill him once. So the setup you should start off with at the start of battle is Ravager, Ravager, Commando. Now the goal of this next battle is to catch the Behemoth King with a preemptive strike. That way you can stagger him at the start of battle. Now you're going to want to start out with Relentless Assault. Once the enemy is staggered, you're going to want to raise his stagger percentage with Relentless Assault. Once it's high enough, switch over to Aggression, which is a Commando, Ravager, Commando. This should really do some damage, and you should be able to finish him off in one stagger. Alright, so now that we have taken care of everything, there's a save point here, and ahead is the Behemoth King. So now here's how you can get a good preemptive strike. You want to line up with him, and once he turns around, run up behind him. So you want to be perfectly lined up with him, and when he turns around, just run up to him. Alright, so at the start of battle, stagger him and raise his stagger percentage up to over 900. Once you got it over 900%, switch over to Aggression.
Didn't even break a sweat.
And there he goes. So as you can see, the Behemoth King just got slaughtered. Now for winning the battle, you get 4,000 Christian points. And the battle duration was only 28 seconds. So after you kill the Behemoth King, all you have to do is run back to the save point and run on the other side of the save point. Once you're about that far on the other side, turn around and he's already respawned. So if he already has his back to you when you walk up, just wait. You want to get lined up with him and then just wait for him to turn around. Once he turns around, you can run up directly behind him. Note that if you run up beside him, you won't preemptive strike him. Alright, and then rinse and repeat the same strategy. Get his stagger percentage over 900. And then switch to Aggression. And you should be able to take him out really quickly. Now if his HP is below half and you take too long to launch him in the air when he's staggered, he might stand up and regain all full health. If he does this, it's better to just retry the battle. And one final note, if you're having trouble killing him before his stagger gauge has depleted, then if his stagger gauge is decreasing really fast, then you might want to wait for Commando, which is Fang, to hit him a couple times so that she can get the power chain. Once the Commando hits him a couple times, then start using your Ravagers. Because what the problem is with a preemptive strike, if your Ravagers attack first, he's already close to stagger, and when you stagger him immediately with a Ravager, his stagger bar will decrease rapidly. So if you let the Commando hit him 3 or 4 times before using your Ravagers to attack with magic, then his stagger bar will decrease really slowly, and you'll have a lot longer to actually kill him before his stagger gauge runs out. Alright, and if you still can't kill him and you keep trying, my only suggestion is to just continue fighting until you get stronger. Fight some of the weaker enemies for CP, and once you have gained about 150,000 CP, spend it on your Crystarium so your characters will be stronger. And that's the only real way that I can tell you to get stronger. Also upgrade your weapons. But if you're really having trouble, it's probably because you don't have you're not developed far enough in your Crystarium. So just fight some of the weaker monsters in order to gain CP. And once you have about 150,000 CP from fighting the weaker monsters, go ahead and spend it and develop your characters, and that should be enough for you to kill them in one stab. If you want to know how to get the sprint shoes or the Aurora scarf for lightning, you can check back on the previous episode. And yeah, that's pretty much going to cover the grinding spot. So you can just keep doing this over and over and over. After you kill him, run back behind the save point, turn around, and he should be respawned again. Alright, so as you can see, I'm already up to 15,000 with everybody. So this is a very quick way to get your CP. You get 4,000 CP per battle, and each battle takes about a minute. So this is the grinding spot. Once you're strong enough to kill them, I suggest to max everyone's Crystarium out with all their primary roles. So we already have Lightning's Commando role maxed out, and she's really close to maxing out her Ravager. All that'll be left is to advance her far enough down her Sentinel role. And do that for all characters, just their primary roles. If you want, you can work on their secondary roles, but it's not worth it. I highly suggest to just max out the character's primary roles first, because it's going to take a good 600,000 Crystarium points in order to max out everyone's Crystarium of their primary levels. So you should be able to do that within a couple hours at most by doing this CP farming strat. And I would suggest that once you have everyone's Crystarium maxed out, start saving up your CP. And I wouldn't really spend any of it once you've maxed out everyone's Crystarium. I wouldn't start working on the secondary roles yet, because we're going to have to save our CP, because when our Crystarium expands again, you already see how long it's taken us to fill out this stage of Crystarium. So when it expands again, you're going to want that head start on CP. Alright, so that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. Make sure you grind out for CP, get about 200,000 or 300,000, and then spend it all on your Crystarium. Once you've maxed out your character's primary roles, then start saving up your CP. You can also start upgrading your weapons and accessories. So I'll see you guys back on the next time on Final Fantasy XIII, wherever we start doing the gil farming strategy. Now this is where we're going to be able to get a lot of gil the fastest way possible in Chapter 11. So if you're struggling on gil and you want to upgrade your weapons, the next episode is for you. But in order to do it, you're going to want to max out. You're going to want to have a max out Crystarium. So that's why we're doing this. First, we're going to max out all characters' Crystarium, and then once we've done that, we're going to switch it over, and on the next episode, we're going to cover how to get a lot of gil so we can upgrade our weapons. See you guys next time on the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII.